Kepper in. Big up, guys. What a doozy boy. We're here with another live stream for you guys. Today we're discussing Fofana, the new player that we've signed. Oh my days, how do I pronounce this one, guys? Um, Zakharyan. Oh my days, I'm just gonna call him the Russian guy because it's a long name. But we're gonna discuss that. We're also gonna be doing the Leicester preview. So we're gonna be here for about 90 minutes, just under. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Let's roll the intro and let's get into today's stream. Let's go.
We fucking got him.
Keperin. Big up to everyone in the chat today, guys. Everyone's having a good day today. We have a lot to discuss today, man. Lots of news to discuss. So much news. And we're gonna do Leicester preview. And then Nippin's doing a show and I'm gonna go on here with a Leicester fan, so we're gonna be doing that at 11:30. So it's a massive day. And then I think there's the Europa League final draw, I think, today. I don't care. Shit league. We're not in that league, it doesn't matter. But we're gonna get into a lot today to discuss. So let's have big ups to the chat. We got Reggie in here because Reggie said, I said I'll be in the stream. Big up to Reggie. Appreciate you joining here today. Ilias is Liverpool are winning the Champions League and Premier League. Castillo, Tillemans, Frankie de Jong incoming. You guys aren't getting a midfield this season. Same as Chelsea. I think we're the two teams not getting midfields this season, I think. And also, we're going to discuss Basmati. Unfortunately, I think we're going to go for Basmati next summer, but we will discuss that, towards the end. So we'll probably do 45-minute transfer news, then about 45 minutes to Leicester. Declared, and he says, "Oh yeah, Zach, I've been watching him for years. Me too, man. Ever since I was a little kid, been watching him. Yeah, we got concierge. We got boss man Kepper in, mate. Still gotta start repping the Kepper shirts, mate. Kepper in. Get this guy in. Ascendi out. Kepper in. Big up. Surrendi, big up to you, bro. Haziva, big up to you. I hope you're well, man. I want to know your thoughts and feelings on everything. So, guys, let's make sure we smash those like buttons. Vote in that poll, guys. Vote in that poll. I want to know everyone's thoughts and feelings on it. I'll give my opinion on that about in 5-10 minutes when we get it up. But vote in that poll, guys, because we are going to discuss that, and I want to know everyone's thoughts and feelings on that. Let me just double check what the poll's at as soon as we've started the stream. Let's suss it out. And we're 1 like off 10 likes. Let's get that. So, is Zakharyan? I'm just calling him Zach. Is Zach better signing than Gordon? 62% says yes, 31%, 29% says no, 64% says yes, 7% says I don't want any. And yeah, it's a good combination of polls in there. We've got a bit of differences there, but I'll give my opinion on that soon. But let's get the 10 likes, easy peasy squeezy. Rice out, yeah, I don't want that guy in anywhere near the club, man. But we'll discuss Rice soon. Reggie, Kevin doesn't start, I'll be stunned, mate. If he does not start, sell S&D. Because this guy's going to come on the pitch. You guys watching right now. This guy is going to come on the pitch on Saturday. He's going to perform. He's going to take S&D's spot. Because Kipper in, man. Kipper in. But yeah, let's get into today's stream news today, guys. So let's just jump right into it. So we've got a lot to discuss. But man, the hardest part of today's stream is pronouncing this guy's name. My days. Why are we like this? No, this way. Chelsea have submitted 15 million euro bid for Dynamo Moscow talent Arsene Zakharyan. Players agent tells RB Sport it's true, the agreement is close. Chelsea already invested 40 million in Chukwuemeka, Cascadi, Hutchinson, and Solina. So this is 40 million pounds, and then this is going to be 50 million euros, which equates to what, like just under 10 million pounds. So we're spending about 50 mil on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players, or we could have spent 60 million on Gordon. But is Zach instead of Gordon? This is what I'm saying. I assume this guy is going to be instead of Gordon because Again, they're similar age, similar positions. This guy's a bit more versatile, and I can see this is definitely a two-shot player because he can play left mid, right mid, which means he can probably play left, right, wing back. He can play center forward, and he can play eight. This guy can play everywhere. So he is definitely a two-shot player, and I do think if he comes in, Gordon is off. Now, I would prefer him over Gordon because of the price. Now, what would you guys rather want to do? Spend 100 million on Chukwuemeka, Cascadi, Hutchinson, Selena, and Gordon, or 50 million on Zach, Chukwuemeka, Cascadi, Hutchinson, and Selena? For me, I would rather this guy because I think he's a cheaper price. Again, I've not watched one single game of him. What I was watching was people talking about him, and the discussions that we're having is he has great vision and he has some great long shots. Now, I'm not going to really compare the two players. I've watched Gordon more than I've watched Zach. Um, but I'm going to sit here and I'm going to compare the prices. And I think the prices is much more reasonable for a player. Like, they're much more for a player like Zach, because I don't want to go and spend big money for Gordon when we can get these players who have very similar attributes for much cheaper. Let me just see. Why am I getting no? Be able to Chelsea fans says Elias De Jong will not be going to Liverpool. Absolutely not. Again, De Jong looking like he's staying. I'm so shocked that he's staying. I'm really shocked. But big up the Chelsea fan in the house. Hope you are well. But as I said, I think we look at this player. We can't really dictate much because we haven't really watched him. I think maybe there's a handful of Chelsea fans who know this guy. Probably the Russian probably knows him. But what I've seen is that he is a very similar player to what I've seen as Gordon. He can take on players. He's got great vision. He has a great long shot. He can do like the Frankie De Jong passes. So I think he's a good replacement for Gordon. Now, as I said, if we get him, Gordon is off. Gordon is done because they have similar attributes, and there's no point in getting two players in that one section because, as I said, this guy can play numerous positions, and I would assume this is 100% a two-shot signing. Frankie is an idiot for staying 100%. Frankie's as everyone's saying, beta male, blah blah blah. But I don't know. I would, if it's for the football, which again we're not going to know the real answer because he'll obviously lie and all that stuff. But I would assume it's for the money. But again, he has to take a pay cut, so I don't know. But he is a bit of an idiot. Something like Hassan, and here big up to Hassan. Hope you're well, Hassan. Let me know your thoughts and feelings on Arsene Zach. So I'm calling him Arsene Zach because I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce his full name because no way. Let's see. Someone posted something here. What did they say? No, delete it. All right. But again, Chukwuemeka, Kesgadi, Hutchinson, and Selena is much better than getting Gordon for 60 million. Again, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 players, 40 million. Add this guy, 50 million for 5 players. That is fantastic. And these guys are going to be players who don't get automatically in the first team, which I would prefer. I would prefer these young guys to come in and slowly make their way in because Gordon will be rushed in, right? And I don't see, me personally, see Gordon automatically performing if he comes in. It's my opinion. My thoughts on that. Can we pick which one? This one? Come on, this one? Fuck. What is it? Keep her in, mate. Wow, fucking hell. I can't even see this thing's all over the place. Keep her in, mate. Keep her in. Keep her in. Ask ND out. Ask ND out. Keep her in. Get him out of here. Yeah, I think everyone has zero clue on him. No one really knows this player at all. Like I said, probably a handful of players know him, but what we've seen on the highlights, what we've seen from the players or people coming out and giving their opinions who have watched him, he said that he obviously does say he's a good player, but they say he's got good vision, he's had a good long shot for through balls, and he can take on players. Now I'm going to take that information. I'm not going to sit here and I'm saying I know this guy at all because I've never watched the game. I mean, no one's going to know this guy really, but I just really like the price for him. And as I said, Gordon coming in for 60 million is so expensive because again, this guy's doing the same thing as Gordon, and he's 10 mil, and he's 2 years younger. Like again, it's just the English tax, English and Frank Lampard tax. I don't think Liverpool is that true? Is that true? Because I've not seen anything on that. I think Terry was live a couple he was live about an hour ago, and he didn't say anything about it. And he was discussing Liverpool, but I doubt Liverpool get Frankie De Jong. The only team Frankie will come to is us, and it's going to take him a long time to get personal terms. 'Cause again, we already had the minor personal terms with him because we said if Frankie De Jong leaves Barcelona, his destination will be Chelsea. That's what we know, but I do not see him going to Liverpool whatsoever because again, it'll take a while for them to get personal terms. Um, not really. I don't see anything. It's just people kind of coming out. It's nothing big on Frankie De Jong. It's just people coming out and saying, "Oh, would you take him?" This and that. So it's nothing too big on Frankie De Jong. Good because again, as I said, he will not go to Liverpool. The only team he comes into is Chelsea if he does leave Barcelona. No, that training one. Oh, the one where the one where he was standing on the end. Of course, always looks good, my man. Always looks good. Kepa's always looking good. Someone just reported that Liverpool also bidding for Valverde from Madrid. Again, yeah, that is very very false because no one's even said anything about Liverpool getting any players. Liverpool and Chelsea are going to be the two teams with no signings of midfield this summer. Um, Again, their only option was Bellingham, but I doubt that's going to happen. I think it's way too late in the window. So I'm assuming they're going for Bellingham next summer. But again, this guy is a play it all player. But again, um, lol, English text comparing Russian League to Premier League. I'm not really about, you're right. But like again, shouldn't his value be at least 20 mil? I say Gordon's value is 2025. This guy is not worth 60 mil. Anthony Gordon is not worth set. If his name was Arsene Gordon, this guy would be worth 20 quid. Like it's a bit different. But just out of context, but still, who is going to play the backup for CC Thiago Silva, considering Aspi is the backup for Fofana and Cucurella is Koulibaly, arguably. This is how I would see it. If Thiago Silva is injured, I would assume Koulibaly goes central, Cucurella comes in as left centre back. That's how I would see it because we don't have any other options. That would have been perfect for Delict or Kunde or blah blah blah. May Fofana and then Aspi on the right. We'll see how Tuchel does it. But again, there's a lot of alternatives to it. We don't have the best alternatives. I would say the best alternative is putting Koulibaly in the middle and Cucurella left centre back, Chua left wing back, rather than having um you know Koulibaly, Fofana, Aspi when we can at least have Chua on that pitch. Gordinho. If his name was Arsene Gordinho and he was from Russia, he'll be worth 15 million as well. Like again, yeah, he has that English probably the experience. And I said he's worth 25 million. He's not worth 60 million. That's embarrassing for each one. I'm glad we didn't pay. And that, as I said, again, this guy will automatically mean Anthony Gordon's off. 100%. And that's good because I've said Anthony Gordon, great player for the future. I would go and spend little money for another player. This guy is a perfect option and let them slowly develop because Gordon coming in would automatically assume he's going to be in the starting lineup. And I don't really want that from him because, as I said, I don't see Gordon as a player to come in and automatically start for us. So is this a waste of 60 million for this guy to come for 3-4 years to perform? Well, we can spend low money on a guy, and then he can really develop in academy, learn, blah blah blah. Pop in the first team here and there. Like we don't need to owe him games because we don't pay him a big money, right? Because if Gordon came his wage, would probably be 100K a week. Because he's probably on 20-30K a week. It's not going to be anything big that we can jump. We go, oh, blah, blah, he's too much money. Blah, blah. This is a calm situation. And that's what I want for us for buying youngsters. Something calm. No, don't go buy these big name players and then they just flop. Like we've been there, we've done that. Let's go slow. Let's get some good scouting. And I think we've done very, very well. We've done very, very well this summer with Zach, Chukwuemeka, Kasadi, Hutchinson, Selena. Um, we got a couple of other people. We got the Brighton left back as well. No, Hutchinson's that Arsenal guy. Yes, and we also got that Stooge, I think his name is, for like 4 mil, I think. So we've done very good business to the point where we don't sit here and we say, we expect these players to come in automatically turn up. I've always said I would go for a Wilfred Zaha for 40 million, right? Who will come in and perform as soon as possible, and then use the small amount of money to go and pay for these type of players who have talent from other leagues and will take time to develop. And we're not need to be forced into the starting lineup, because you think Gordon's going to come 60 million, 100K a week, and he's going to sit on the bench, go in the academy, and all that. Because again, Chukwuemeka is probably on like 50K a week. How much is Chukwuemeka? No, probably 40 again. Let's say Chukwuemeka Chukwuemeka weekly wages. Maybe he get some game time. He's on 85K. Well, he's earning more than Loftus Cheek. No way. Again, Raheem Sterling's our highest salary earner. Bro, just Chalobah's on 20K. Holy fuck! So he's earning 85K Chukwuemeka. That's actually quite a lot. That's actually quite a lot of money. So imagine what of Gordon would have got. Gordon would have got fucking heaps then. Gordon is proper Charles more than Kepa. Mate, Gordon puts in that effort, doesn't he? Real Muhammad, though, respect Kepa. Hey, respect your keeper, mate. He's playing tomorrow. He's gonna be performing well. Respect your keeper, mate. Respect him. Respect. Because to Noah says, Matt Gordon is more effective than your attackers. He's a poor Everton and helped them stay up last season. If he's better than he's a better team with cooking, he's a ball mate. Again, you're right. He could come in and he could do well. But this is the thing. I wouldn't say Gordon's on the same level as Mount. And I wouldn't say maybe he's on the same level as Havertz. To me, he's the white show. He's done exactly what Callum Hudson-Odoi has done, where he's turned up here and there. He's got some single digits on the score sheet. That's fine, but I don't want that style of player. As I said, I would rather go spend less money. Perfect example, Arsene Zach, spend way less money for this guy to come in, and we don't need to expect anything as soon as possible. Because Gordon coming in, I would expect him to come and ball out, but he won't. New system, give him time, give him this, give him that. This guy's on 60K, one for 60 million. He's gonna be on 150K a week, and the same players and the same fans want to give this guy 2 seasons to develop. I don't want that. I want players to come in with imminent effect if we buy them for big money. These players right here are not big money. They're not big money. They're not coming in to instantly perform. Maybe they can, but it doesn't matter because I would develop him. But Gordon coming in, immediate effect, and I didn't see that. We're supposed to go, but a lot of players struggling in the EPL, and that quality got even better. Any young players that can do that in the EPL are worth a lot. And I agree to that. I agree. Like again, he could be a great player in 3-4 years. Like maybe like we missed out. But for me, it's not what we need right now. Again, if Tuchel wanted him, that's fine. Get him, and Tuchel can show me how he wanted him. That's fine. But in my opinion, I don't think that's a player we need right now. I've always said, go get Zaha, who can come in and score goals next week, right? Because Gordon, yeah, maybe he's doing here and there, he's doing decent. But again, I don't think he's doing extraordinarily well because no one really wanted him before we were linked to him. No one said, let's get Anthony Gordon. No one said that. Everyone was on Richarlison. People said Zaha before we were linked to him. People said Tony, even though we're not linked to him. No one said Anthony Gordon before we were linked to him. But when we got linked to him, it changed. And I understand people want to get linked to him. That's fine. The manager wants it, bring it in. But I'm not going to go for a player who then maybe takes a couple of seasons to get to get in form here and there. It's just not for me, to be honest. Real talk though, we should have used 60 million on Casemiro and not Gordon. Yeah, I would have taken Casemiro 1 season, fine. We'll see how he does. Again, we should have spent that money maybe on Tchouaméni, but again, Tchouaméni went for 100 million. Overspent. But I'm glad we're not using that money on Gordon. We should use that. Go spend 40 million on fucking. You know what? The same fans who want Gordon. Like, what if Shea Adams was in Shea Adams? How old is Shea Adams? Is he old or is he young? Shea Adams. Fuck, he's 26. So he looks 18. I mean, get Shea Adams in then. Go pay 60 million for Shea Adams, and then let's have that conversation. But he's scored more goals than our attackers, I think, last season. I swear he did. He scored. He's played 2 games and got 2 goals. No, he's played 3 games and 4 goals. What the hell? bring him in. Bring this guy in. Validate. I would go, honestly speaking. Actually, no, I won't, because I don't think he does well in our team, Shea Adams. How many goals did he score last season? Oh, he only scored 7. Oh, never mind. Move on. These players exactly. They're set for the future, and we don't need to really force them in. We don't need to expect instant effect. We don't. Anthony Gordon will need instant effect. I've been hearing that this guy looks like the young KDB. Big up to you, Tony. Big up to Chelsea OG. Says, Chelsea mornings, never a dull moment. Always something exciting for the Chelsea window. It's good. Is Zaha out of contract or leaving Palace? Vieira said he hasn't shown that he's interested in leaving. I think a bunch of clubs want him. He's not leaving, but he's got 1 year left. He's 1 year left, and he came out and he said he's not going to leave Palace until they get Champions League football. But I doubt that. If Chelsea come running for him, I think he will take it. Same as Palace, I think they will take it as well. Hopefully, Cho does well, so we can get good money for him. The fact that we're getting Gordon shows that Cho doesn't have a long term future here. I agree, but guys, come on. Surely, if you, I watched Gordon and I said, this guy is Cho. He can take on players. He can't shoot. He can't. He can shoot, but he doesn't get goals to his name. He's fast. He's a presser. That was Cho on the Sari. That was the Cho we always used to say. That's a Cho we used to say. People used to go, how does Cho play? The guy can take on players. The guy can press. But obviously that's not the Cho now. But that's what his player quality was. He could take on players and he was fast. Right? That's the same as Gordon. Gordon's a player who can take on players, who's fast, and doesn't have a lot of goals to his name. That's I've said it. It's the Cho. Yes, again, but Arsenal Zach isn't worth 60 million. And Zach's not going to get forced in and forced to play in this team ASAP. Gordon, again, if he was maybe 20 million, yes, I will go get him and then we can develop him slowly. But paying a 60 million price inherently means that he's going to be starting for us as soon as possible. That's what it means. 6 goals in contribution, also 10 matches worth of minutes, not bad last season. Is this Zach? I think he scored 11 goals or something, and which was quite good. But again, he can play all over the shop, and that's why Tuchel would prefer him. Again, probably we can honestly be seeing this guy at right wing back this season. I tell you right now, don't be surprised when this guy comes on and he's on as a right wing back. Do not be surprised, guys. Do not be surprised. But yeah, guys, we'll finalize on this, and then we'll get to Fofana because we get some big news of Fofana. But yeah, overall, I think for the price, for what I've heard, I haven't seen the player. I think it's a good signing because we're not going to expect this guy to come on the pitch tomorrow and bang it out. We are not going to see this guy till 2024, really, right? Like at least he's only 19. He's gonna be 20 next year, right? We're not going to really be seeing much of him till next year. So great signing, great business. I can definitely tell it's a two-show signing, and maybe we'll see him come in some FA Cup games, play right wing back, play right wing or something. I would love to see that. I would love for Chukwuemeka, Gascari, Hutchinson, Selena, these guys to come in and play 1 or 2 games for us like Harvey Vale does. I would love for that to happen. But I don't want a player like Gordon, who's 60 million, which I said, player 60 million would inherently mean he needs to start and he'll be in the starting team. These guys can go to the academy. These guys can take the time. They can develop. And we can bring him back strong because as I said, I don't think Gordon's developed. I don't think Gordon's Chelsea level. I'll completely honest with you guys. Gordon's not Chelsea level. No one was sitting here screaming their heads off for Anthony Gordon until we were linked with him. And we all watched him in the Prem last season. No one screamed their head out for him. Again, we can look at that and, sort of say something. I wouldn't mind him as alternative to Gordon, but I want to watch more matches about him. Yeah, again, we definitely need to watch matches about him. But as I said, for me, Gordon is a player that I don't want because it's a player I don't think we need. I don't think he's Chelsea level. I think this is a better alternative because we're paying less money and we're not inherently forcing this guy to play. We're kind of saying, hey, you're here, you're going to develop, you're going to go this, you'll do that, and you can play a couple of games with us and prove yourself, right? And again, they're probably honestly the same skill level. Maybe, I don't know. But I know this guy's very, very versatile. That's the one thing I know. You can play left wing, you play left mid, right mid, you play centre forward, he played 8. Fantastic. We got the Liam Lane, we got Liam Lane in the house, we got to you. Would you take Asensio from Madrid? No, it's rubbish. Noah says he deserves to be in the starting week and week. Shusha will improve his finishing in that he's better than Cho. He has half of Cho's. Is this Gordon? Because Gordon, yeah, again, Gordon's got like similar goals to Cho. Like they got like four. He had four last season, six. I don't think he's hit double digits in Premier League goals. Like it's. I'll be honest, it's literally comparing shit to garbage. Like people sit here that they don't want Cho on the team, but then they want another Cho who have the same qualities as Cho. Might as well just give Cho another shot, even though I don't want that. Have we put a bid in for Zacko? Yes, 15 million bid. We've submitted a bid, 50 million, and the agent has said it's true. The agreement is close. This guy is pretty much done deal. Done deal. He is younger as well. But the football aspect, 100% he's younger. He's 19, and he's 1/8 of the price. Like again, he can probably be as better as Gordon. And again, if we're getting him over Gordon, that means the manager didn't really want Gordon. I think I'll be happy with him having 20 matches for the season for Zach. I think alone, not really worth. I wouldn't loan him. I would say, yeah, pop him in. If we play 60 matches, I'll say 10 matches. The rest he goes play with the youth. And it gets him comfortable. And the season after, we can see what happens. Bring back Hazard? Nah, I wouldn't bring back Hazard. Nah, Money Mace is the only proper Chelsea player in our team, mate. Don't get it twisted. We triggered the buyback clause. Makes sense. Again, 50 million pounds, 10 million quid, a pound, 15 million euros, 10 million pounds. Fantastic deal. Can't complain. CFC MZ, no, here we go. So no, here we go. But it's pretty much done. The agent come out and said that it's true. The agreement is close, and we're the only team in for him. So the deal is going to be done, guys. The deal is done. You know, here we go. Fabricio's here we go is only when it's 100% done. This guy's 90% done. It's completing the bid today. We'll probably hear by the end. What's today time? Probably by the end of the night. What Musa Diaby will take him and say, I'm not sure what that is. Sure that is. But again, I like what I saw in the highlights. I'm gonna definitely watch this guy some games. I might put a game on tonight while I'm working, doing some work. I'll pop it on, see how he plays. But I'm excited for this. I'm excited because it means we're spending money, not big money, on a player that looks great, and it doesn't mean and that means we're not getting Gordon. Yes, because we're going to be doing a prediction lineup for Leicester. Stay tuned for that in about half an hour. We're going to get through some more news. We've got two more slides to go through, and then we'll get into the Leicester preview. Stay tuned for that. We'll be doing that for sure. Not Derby, Bundesliga attack. Tony says the difference between Gordon and Cho is confidence. Cho doesn't look confidence while dribbling. I 100% agree. I think this is the confidence. But again, confidence. Are we going to play 60 million for a player just because he has more confidence? Again, for me, guys, I see Gordon as exactly the same player as Cho. Exact same player as Cho. White Cho. I call him the White Cho. Fofana might not come. Good transition, guys. Let's get into Fofana now. Fofana. Chelsea's new bid for Wesley Fofana has been prepared as it will be around 75 million. I put 77. 75 something million pounds. French centre back won't be part of the Leicester squad. New bid discussed internally, fucking retarded, since Tuesday. If Fofana joins, Chalobah will be allowed to live on loan. Leipzig, Inter, and AC Milan want him. Ooh, AC with Tamori. That'll be quite fun to see. And we are versing AC Milan in the Champions League. Make sure to put in his clause that he can't play. Oh, wait, no, yeah, wait. I forgot. Loanies are automatic. He can't play against us. That's good. Big news, guys. Big news. I want everyone's thoughts and feelings on this, guys. Fofana in, Fofana out. Let's actually, before we finish, guys, make sure to get these likes up. Number one. Let's look at the poll. Is Zach better than Gordon? And how we've got 51 votes. 65% says yes. 22% no. 14% says I don't want any. Good variation of a poll. Big up to everyone. I'm going to end that poll. I'll keep the poll up for a couple more minutes and then we'll end it and then we'll switch over to another one. But let's see what everyone's saying, guys. If all these players end up success, we are a step up for this club for long, 100%. Like this, like as I said, Liam, this is a fantastic window. This is it for me. In terms of players we've got, probably a 9 out of 10. If we got a De Jong, 10 out of 10. Because Aubameyang's done. So I'll say 9 out of 10. In terms of Toboe, it's a 10 out of 10 for him. 10 out of 10. I think maybe a midfield was all that we needed. And again, maybe if we get rid of Chalobah, it's kind of a bit worrying to me. But we'll discuss that now. MG says Tuchel out. Wow, big statement from MG here. Be up to Tobago. Good to see Tobago in here. Long time to see. Says final will come. Leicester, exactly. Leicester want money and they want to give it to Brendan Rodgers. Priority for a human being, Brendan Rodgers. Fofana has to join 100%. At this point, we need to forget the money. Exactly. I said yesterday, guys. Fofana is more of a need than a want. Right? Fofana is a need. We need this player to come in. Right? If we were in June, you can sit here and you can say all your opinions. It's more of a want for Fofana if we were in June. But right now, we're coming to the end of the window. It's the only player left. He is a need. Let's play that money. But again, we don't want to exceed the transfer record. That's why we're not paying that 80 million. I think that's why. Because again, we did it for Lukaku, and I think everyone feels a bit ashamed. I wouldn't loan Chalobah. I think that he will leave us with Leipzig. I agree. I wouldn't loan Chalobah either. I think we will still need an extra player there. And I don't know what Tuchel's up his sleeves. Is it an academy player comes in? But I would not loan Chalobah, to be honest with you. I would not loan him. I would keep him. We need that depth. Because that means Paqueta is our only depth. And last season we had Rudiger, Christensen, Christensen, Thiago, and then on bench we had Aspie, Chalobah, Sarr. And even that was difficult. So I'm not sure. Sui. God is good. Abba not done. Here we go. Not yet, but again, with the other team in bid for and Barca have pretty much accepted. Abba is very, very close. Very, very close. I think I said Monday we might hear something. That's what someone told me. Lampard in. Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now, bro? Lampard in. Are you serious right now, bro? I gotta get that soundboard up because we're here to have a meal. Please. Kept her in, mate. Kept her staying. Ain't leaving this summer. Cry. Injury looking thin though. Choice between centre back and midfielder. Yeah, it's. I'm telling. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I think going forward the back. Yeah, again, will he go to forward the back? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know because I've always said I would prefer 3 on the Tuchel system. I'm sorry because a 3 suits. You know, you can sit here and cry, but it suits Jorginho, it suits Reece James, suits Chilwell, it suits more Cucurella, it suits more of a lot of players, except for our attack. Right? I don't mind him going to a 4, but he did a 4 and we flopped. I'm just don't want to hear any more 4 at the backs because we did it against Arsenal. We had Gallagher there, we had Havertz was still there, but everyone was there. We lost 4-0. I don't know if I'm not a big advocate for, let's only play 3 at the back. Blah, blah. I don't mind us playing a 4, but Tuchel needs to show me why he's going to a 4 because I see our team being a best at a 3. I mean, I don't think they fail. So Frankie, baby, yeah, Frankie. Romero, only one I trust. I hate to say he's the only one I do trust now. As much as I hate him for the Kunde deal. And me when I see Kepa, facts. Don't worry when Selena comes back from his line. Kepa is finished. Yeah, we'll see about that. No, we'll see Kepa and Selena. Mendy, Arsendi will be gone. Arsendi is going to be finished. 4-2-2-2 best formation if we did it, or 4-3-3. Again, I think we might have to just because of our centre back options. To be honest with you, so I guess we'll play Thiago Koulibaly, which will be much better to play. But then where was Fofana play? Fofana, Koulibaly, Cucurella, Reece. Do we play one DM? We don't even have a DM. Jorginho can do it, but not for 60 games. I've said it. Jorginho can play DM, but he can't do it for 60 games. Yeah, I don't think we can play that. I'm just going to spit Sui. Oh my days. But yeah, let's talk Fofana, guys. As I said, Fofana is a player who we need. It's not a player that we want. We wouldn't need Fofana to come in because, again, we don't have a lot of options, and I think the price is much. again, it's a price that we unfortunately can't change, and it's something we have to do. We have to pay it. So I'm willing to pay the money for it now. I remember I said a couple weeks ago, I said it's too much. I don't think he's valued at 80 million. I think his valuation is 60 mil. However, you got to add the late window tax to it, which is 20 million. And how desperate we are, which is probably another 10 million for the late tax, 10 million for how desperate we are. So I'm fine with paying that price now. I wasn't at the moment, but let's do it. Let's get him in because we don't have any other options, man. And we get rid of Chalobah again. If a final joins, Chalobah will be allowed to leave. Oh, because of how much did Bayern offer for Cho? Um, like this season, did they offer? I remember last season they wanted him on loan, and we never let it happen, which was stupid. But I'm not sure if they went for him this summer. I'm not too sure. I hope the news about Liao is fake because he will ruin his high potential. Really, Liao or Leo? You mean Leo or Liao? What are you talking about? Doing business with Leicester, yeah, honestly, man. 50 million for Chilwell, which again, we don't discuss the price. We got 80 million for Maguire. Going to give him 75 million for Fofana, and they're still going to be a shit team. 75 million plus add-ons. I think it's just 75 million straight. I don't think we want to go over the 80 million limit. Look at over 6 or 7 year contract, it will probably be on. Agreed as well. Again, and he also does have 6 years left on his contract. So it does. Again, the market value of this guy is 60 million, and then you got to add all the other stuff to it, which again makes it be about 80 million. I would have said I would have preferred a Kunde, but I think these guys are at the exact same skill level. Honestly, I think they're at the exact same skill level. But again, the only worrying thing for me about Fofana is that injury. I hope it doesn't get triggered during the season because we cannot afford to lose Fofana. Again, getting rid of Chalobah means we cannot risk to lose Fofana or Koulibaly. Like guys, tomorrow Koulibaly cannot play tomorrow. Like he cannot play tomorrow. So that's already a disadvantage. Imagine losing Koulibaly for Fofana. Like we don't have any. Then we have to go to a 4. But again, who plays as second option? Aspie in a 4 with we only have 3 centre backs. We only have 3 natural centre backs if Chalobah leaves. What's Tuchel gonna do? We need 6. We need 6 centre backs. You know what? I'll say 4. 4 at least. Right? And then we can have Cucurella and Aspie as that kind of guys who can play there. But we need 4 main starting centre backs. We only have 3. It's not as good as the same. It might sound bad, or 3, 4, same thing, but if we had 4, it could mean we could have very good rotation. Be able to Abin has to play 4-1-4-1 or 4-3-3. 4-1-4-1, I think could do all right. Again, we only have one central defensive midfielder who cannot play 60 games a season. He can only play probably 40. He cannot play every single game as a DM. And then what we're gonna put Ampadu. I don't think Tuchel even wants to play Ampadu. I would blame Tuchel again for not having squad depth, too many exits, and too little injuries. I agree. I think if we're talking about our attack, I don't mind for our attack if we got rid of Werner and we never replace him. I don't care because those guys just ruin the team. But when you got someone like Chalobah who does very well for us at times, there's no point in selling him and then we just lose that depth. Like I mean, I don't know what Tuchel's thinking. Again, there should be a plan. Like it's not rocket science to realize that, oh yeah, we're losing Chalobah. That means we only have one backup centre back now. So I don't know. Again, if we get Fofana, we can get Walker Peters. Yeah, I guess that could work. And then Resham slots in, but it's a bit all over the shop to be honest right now. But I don't know. Hopefully Tuchel can figure out a way. When in the car going happy, we move on. And yeah, like again, let Ziyech go, let Cho go. We don't need them to be replaced because no one's like these guys are that bad. Like no one like again, we need it for the depth, but like for quality, we can just probably use our youngsters. We can use Harvey Vale to come in. Got Brozier. I think it's fine. But you look at centre backs. Choose our centre backs. With loan Colwill, Muemba's I think gone. Muemba went somewhere I think last year on loan as well. So we don't have a lot of options there compared to our attack where I'll say, yes, sell all our deadwood attack. I don't care. But we don't even have any deadwood selling our centre back. We don't even have anyone there. Again, I said we should have kept Sal Colwell. I didn't mind either or, but we should have kept one of them. We can't get all our cover in one window, man. I understand. I understand. That means then don't loan Chalobah. Keep him. I'm fine with only getting Fofana, but that means don't loan Chalobah. Don't loan him. Keep him here. Exactly right. We cannot cover everything in one window. So then don't lose another attribute to our team that we're already needing players in. Like, I don't know why we're doing that. Yeah, he does. And he's injury free. Werner, Chalobah, Ziyech, Pulisic, all leaving for less game time. Again, Chalobah plays so many games, and I would rather him develop under. Again, it's not his decision to make it. It's Tuchel say. Chalobah will say, "Can I go on loan?" Tuchel should accept the decline. Tuchel, what I've heard, declined Brozier from leaving. Right, loan or selling, he declined it. He should be doing the same to Chalobah. Too old for our transfer recruitment type player. Again, it's just someone we need now. He's 25. I don't care. But again, I don't like not even Walker Peters. It's someone like if we're gonna get rid of Chalobah, we have to get someone else. We have to get someone else if we're gonna get rid of Chalobah. If we keep Chalobah, that's fine. We can work with that. We can work with Chalobah and Aspie as our backups. That's fine. At least we have 4 centre backs. But getting rid of Chalobah is very, very detrimental to us. And I'm telling you right now. Do I see Pulisic leaving next summer? I think he wants to leave this summer. But I don't think anyone really was serious about him, to be honest. I would sell him if an offer. I've said I'll sell any of our attack if an offer comes from them. So if an offer comes for Pulisic, yeah, take on the Man United was a couple weeks ago. I said, yeah, we shouldn't sell to our rivals, but who cares? If we get good money for it, yeah, I'll consider it. If they come and pay 60 million for him, I'll take him. Yeah, Chalobah should not go. It just ruins our depth. If we get rid of him, fine. Go get another player. But it's too late to do that. So let's just keep him. I'm not sure I don't think they. I'll double check because I think you said that before, and I said I'm not sure. I don't think they offered anything this summer. Nah, it wasn't Bayern. It was Bayer Leverkusen. Bayer Leverkusen, I think, wanted him, but for a loan. No one was going to purchase him for a sale. So I'm not too sure if Bayern were in for him this summer, but I know last summer they were in for him. They wanted him on loan, and I think a loan option to buy 40 mil, I think, or something like that. I'm not too sure how that went, but I remember last season they were very, I made very clear they were in for him. Like I think the president came back, we just didn't let him go, which was so stupid. Oh, in the past, was it 50 mil? Yeah, 50 or 40 mil, something like that. Should have do loan option to buy. Just do something, man. Just get rid of him. Pushes and ZH won't leave unless big offer comes for them because we want huge squad to complete. ZH will leave if Ajax come. If Ajax sell Antony, they're gonna bring in ZH. But the problem is they're selling Antony for 100 million, and they don't want to pay 30 million for ZH. Serious right now, bro? Sadju says we need to have a strong backup for most position. We are competing in all 4 competition and also with the World Cup. Yeah, exactly. Again, this is the wrong season to get rid of players who, again, Chalobah's a good player for us. Why loan him when we need him? Again, Chalobah is not a want. Chalobah is a need, right? We need this guy. We can sit here and we can say we can want Cho because Cho's not going to automatically be our second winger. But the Chalobah is what we need. The past of 50 million for Cho, and you said Gordon is doing what Cho did when he had a breakout season. Again, I'm not exactly like, who the hell will pay 50 million for Cho? Like, go. They can be stupid enough to pay 50 million for Cho. Like, I don't want to be if it was Cho, if I was a Bayern supporter and I'm paying 50 million for Cho to come to an easier league, are they serious? The guy's valued 20 million. If an offer comes for 15 million, I'll sell the guy because he's done nothing. Again, Gordon is not worth 60 million. They're probably worth the exact same, 20, 25 mil. And they'll be stupid enough to pay it. And again, English tax probably adds more to it as well. So much. Is Cho did he change his thing? I'm not sure. This is not something new. We have let talents go numerous times because we failed to give them proper chances. Then that we come up with again. If you talk about De Bruyne and Salah, De Bruyne and Salah will not be the player they are today if they stayed at Chelsea because they did not get the opportunity. De Bruyne played 2 games for us. He went. Salah played half a season. He was shocking. He went to Roma, was still shocking there, and then he performed in Roma. Then went to Liverpool and performed there. If he was still at Chelsea, again, it could be. What if I what if I took the what if I went left instead of right? I could be a billionaire. We don't know. That's if buts and hows. We sold them. They worked out. Don't come here with we shouldn't have sold them. Blah blah. Then they never performed at our level for us to keep him. If we sold Hazard, like again, if we sold Hazard in 2017 when he was balling out and the guy didn't want to leave, then that's stupid. But these players, Salah, De Bruyne, were not good for us, so we sold them. And again, we had a lot of failures as well, guys. Like, there's been a lot of people who came from the academy and failed. Look at Declan Rice. We can't have all season with 37-year-old. Yeah, again, he should be staying and he should be rotating. Every player's price is inflated. Yeah, but I wouldn't pay that 60 million for Gordon. Look, we got a better option. Zach is 15 million. Take him. I think Chalobah's done again. Chalobah, I think I've said it where his mistakes are just like foolish mistakes. They're nothing like he will lose a 1-on-1. Not like he'll just make foolish mistakes. Like he'll do a shit tackle when he knows he's supposed to not do it, or he'll put his hand up when in the penalty. And for me, that's the best weakness to have because they're the easiest things to fix, and that comes by experience, right? So I really think this guy can ball out. I think he's a good player, Chalobah. I don't think he's a starter, but I think he's a good player. And I would rather keep him here at Chelsea than let him go somewhere else and, we never see the guy again. We have to Roten, who says, now what we know is that new players have to come to Chelsea, so let's not go get our hopes up first. Most important thing is that Chelsea must win next match. 100% Roten. And yeah, maybe we can use, Carney next game. But guys, stay tuned for the Leicester preview. We're doing that in 10 minutes. Stay tuned for that because we're going to do the lineups and get everyone's sorts of feelings on all that good stuff. Is Zakharyan a good deal official? Done deal for Zach, who is joining Chelsea for 50 million euros. I'm guessing 7-year contract. His agent came out and said the job is done. Pay 50 for Neto or Newcastle number 10. It means say maximum. Hello, bro. What other player do you think this Arsenal is all similar to? Not De Bruyne. I mean, I can understand why people say he can be De Bruyne because De Bruyne has good vision. Obviously, they're not the same level. Obviously not. But I can understand why people say, oh, yeah, he can be the next De Bruyne because he has great vision. Like, again, we looked... Honestly, I think Tuchel looked at that Mount... Hang on, I'll bring it up. That Mount, Mount's our best creator, blah, 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 blah. Fucking rubbish, man. Guys, like, subscribe. If you are new to the stream, guys, I would appreciate if everyone could just smash that like button right now. Create. Where's this Mount clip, man? Mount should reverse leads. Guys, I want to bring it because I think we look at our creation like we saw from Mount. Here it is. You see this pass when we get Mount has it here. This is Mount. How he just brings it here. He brings it to the side when he could have done here. This guy has the vision where he can see this pass and he can find the pass. I'm not saying he can, let's not look at if he can complete it, but at least this guy, Zach, can see this creativity. Look at what Mount does. He goes at he brings it to the corner flag. Come on. And look at Hazard. Oh, yeah. Comparing Hazard to Mount is just criminal. Like, it's criminal if you're going to compare Mount to Havertz. Not Havertz, Hazard. I mean, fuck, did I say that? I wasn't talking about that fraud. Let's see what everyone is saying. I think he could reach a level or Kunde needs a loan to the team preferable Serie A about again, but I wouldn't sell him in times of when we need him. That's the point. Like again, if we sold him and brought in Jules Kunde, Fine, that's fine. But we just don't have anyone to back him up. Oh, we love that. Love that. Two, we can do update him if he comes and hope he can come in the first team. Again, I said don't be surprised if he comes in right wing back in the FA Cup against Luton or something. Don't be surprised. Guys, we got 74 in here and only 28 likes. Let's smash that like button right now, guys. Right now, right now. Matt, don't play that clip. If it'll make you look stupid, look at the where the leads defenders. The idiot that made the clip thinks the game is played like FIFA. Just press through ball. I think the point was. Wait, I'll bring it up again. Oh wait, shit. And the point was just the difference to it. How again he could have kept going, and then people can compare it to Hazard. I understand because I've seen people compare Mount to Hazard. I'm not going to mention names, but people compare Mount to Hazard, and I think that's criminal. And the point of this video was to try and say that Chelsea Mount can, if he was good enough, if he was generational, he should be able to complete these passes. Well, he could have. Left foot. He's got a left foot. Head up. Left foot. Left foot. Left foot. But again, his head's down. It's like Werner. Look at Havertz. Instantly knows he's there. Wasn't even his left foot. It was just outside the right foot. It is very similar. I'm not going to lie. Again, left foot, bang. But his head is looking the wrong way. Look, you go look here. He's going to pass there. He could have popped the left foot. Easy pass through there. This guy's not here. This guy's behind him. We play it. Look, it's behind him by miles. He could have popped the left foot there. He wouldn't expected it, but instead his head's down. He doesn't see it, and that's the problem. Look at the defender here. Yeah, he's behind him. He could easily pop a left foot there. Easily pop a left foot there. The guy is behind him, and he would not expect the left foot from it because he's that far behind. If he extends his leg, he still won't get it. He's that far behind him. He could have used the left foot. I'm seeing glimpses. Oh wait, what's the kid has a good. Yeah, we read that. I'm seeing glimpses of Hazard when he's on the ball and link up play from these clips. Got absolute rinse for saying that. That's about the defense. We have Silva and they won't play every single game. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We need to keep the caliber before that. And we right now we only have Fofana, which two is not 100%. Where are we going again? Fofana, I said it is a need, and Chalobah will stay if Fofana doesn't come. But we should be keeping both of them. Simple. Again, Fofana is a need, not a want anymore. Get out of here. Love chat. Can you see? Can you see actually path? Can you see actually path? He can easily, if he had his head up and he knew, he can easily pass it there. Come on, again, I'm not gonna sit here and say about blah blah blah. But man has the opportunities where he can create, he just doesn't, and it's not just here. It's a lot of times where he will just not go and find the best option. And now the option is a bit difficult to find. But if Mount is this generational world-class player that everyone portrays him to be, he should be doing that. Now, when I saw this clip, I said, what's wrong with it? Because this is an average player finding an average pass. It's nothing special. I said, yeah, what's wrong with it? But Mount's pass it. I'm like, yeah, that's Mount. What do you expect? It's Mount. If he was generational, if he was Hazard, he would have passed it with his left foot. But Mount is an average player who still needs, again, I think is mentally drained from all this. As I said, if you guys want to Arsenal all or nothing, Mikel Arteta, I mean, I don't know if it's gone unnoticed, but Mikel Arteta said something that caught my ear. And he said, England prospect these youngsters to come to a certain level. And these youngsters drop. He said, it doesn't happen in Spain, doesn't happen in Brazil, but in England, these youngsters are at a level that they expected up here, and over time, they don't progress because the expectation's too high. Instead, they drop. And that's what I'm saying with Mason Mount right here. We expect him to be here, but how can he progress when he's already at the top? As proclaimed, what we're going to see is a drop from him. And I've said we better start looking for other options soon. I want him to become good. But I've very said he's a bang average player. He's a good player. He's one of our better players, but he's not a generational player. Again, a generational player would have made that pass. Again, when you kick the ball, you can curve it. Look, the arrow's on there because you can't put it in front of the player. The player's blocking it, obviously. What? He's gonna get rid of the edit the thing to go over the player? Come on. The player's not gonna block the arrow because the arrow is overlaid. Declare, come on. The arrow is overlaid over the defender. Oh my days. It's too strong. Bring up the Ray Allen says Mount is dog shit average. Agree. Generational trauma. Again, if I said this a year ago, I'd be called, oh, you're delusional, blah, blah, blah. There's no one. There is no one. And it was a disgrace when people were calling Mount, the next Hazard, blah, blah, blah. It was just a disgrace. Be with the Porton, he says, two shows tactically, Riggin makes good players look average or worse. I'll give him wow, he's saying to give him sacked. But again, he's made Jorginho look very good. He's made Silva, made Rudiger look good. Christensen look good, despite I think it was shit. People say he's good. I think he progressed a lot, except for our attack. That's the only thing. And I think that comes down to, yes, he didn't have an effect, but again, these players are shit as well. Mount is basically a Henderson. Oh my days. Maybe seen the Sterling clip on pass to Mount? No, I'm not sure. If you want to send it to me on Twitter, I'll pop it up. Find the next Hazard. Next Hazard? The next Hazard's Money Mace, mate. Again, it just sums up why if you just join, the reason why we're talking about Mount is because it relates to the reason why this guy is getting picked out. Because I personally think Tuchel saw that clip of Mount and goes, "Yep, we need to get this Russian guy because he has vision." Mount is worse than it. I think Mount's better than Gordon. Again, Mount is an average player who is one of our better players in our shocking attack. Like Havertz, Werner, Ziyech, Hudson-Odoi, Pulisic. Mount's the best one out of that. Mount's trash compared to garbage. You put him in a City team. Well, people say he's a midfielder. Why is Tuchel not playing a 4-3 to suit his midfield? If Mount was an 8 and he balled out generationally as an 8, like the next Xavi, Iniesta, people say, Tuchel would play that, but he doesn't. Saw the most sus caption about Sterling and his arch and bunch of Kepistani. My Twitter's a joke. Everything I say, guys, is pretty much a joke. Not really, not everything. But everything on my Twitter is pretty much a joke. There's no point saying anything serious now because if I'll say something, I'll say I'll say good point. It's unrecognized. Like no one says anything. But I'll say something about, something unordinary. Oh, everyone goes, blah, 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 blah. It's called reactionary fan base, guys. I've said Chelsea have one of the worst fan base, guys. It's shocking to me. Like you make a good point, like you make an average point, it goes unnoticed. You make one like slightly unpopular point, and you're just getting slammed. Hazard hasn't been Hazard since he left. A mid-tier player, top-tier team. As I said, he can maybe go to West Ham and ball out there, but Mount is a player who I said is already mentally drained. And I repeat that Arteta quote, where Arteta said that England prospects their youngsters at a very high expectation to then come to the realize that they dropped. Look at Saka, Smith Rowe, Arsenal's team. I don't want to praise Arteta, but Arteta's taking that in. If his philosophy on what he just said is right, and he continues that, Saka and Smith Rowe will become one of the best footballers in the world. Because I was watching, I don't know if it's all for the cameras, I don't know what it is, but watching that All or Nothing showed Arteta has the mindset that he doesn't expect a lot from Saka. He doesn't expect a lot from Smith Rowe, and he tries to, kind of mirror that to the fans. But Mount getting him his banner, Mason man, blah blah blah, and just putting so much pressure on him to an expectation he will never achieve will then drain him, and he will drop. Look at players like Bowen, like players who don't have a lot of pressure. All these other, again, I could say Danny Ings who don't have pressures, who put numbers on the score sheet. Mount has a lot of pressure on him, and I don't think he's capable of holding that pressure. People overrate our player too short is going to suffer for it. Exactly. I mean, and I think that's been the whole thing the whole time. Mount, Havertz, Ziyech, Pulisic. Check DMs. Um. Oh yeah, I've seen this clip. I've seen that clip. It's so funny. Again, that's the news I see. That is a funny clip. Oh my day, that's funny. Um, I got clinical psych degree, and I promise you, Arteta would body me as a therapist. Clinical psych degree, and I promise Arteta would body me as a therapist. I am a Chelsea fan, and I also know that you are a Chelsea fan. But what we saw in that match against Leeds during the day, we have to reset this defeat. That is a beautiful football, 100%. We have to move on. You know, we have to look at that and say, how can we improve? And to me, how I can improve is starting Kepa, benching Havertz. I would bench Mount if I could, but there's no other replacement for him. And again, people say Mount's invincible and this and that. That's why he needs to be humbled. Mount needs to be humbled. Bring in a Wilfred Zaha. Bench Mount. Humble him. Like, look at Saka last season. Saka didn't play every single game last season. He was rotated. He was benched. He was a Mount's played every single game. And I've said it right now. Arteta, I don't like the guy, but he was right where he said England expectation for youngsters are always up here. It puts too much pressure on them. And what that pressure does to them, instead of exceeding to that level, they drop. And I 100% agree with that. I'm gonna find that clip and I'm gonna clip it and I'm gonna show everyone. Mount has no X factor, mate. Actually, I want to see Mount to Johnny Crow again, and that is one of the reasons why Mount has so much pressure because you got fans like Johnny. It's great what Johnny's doing. I like how Johnny, is very passionate about players, but he also has to be realistic about them. If he has a bad game, notice it, call it out, and let him improve on that. Because saying Mount's good when he had a fucking 2 touches on the ball is not gonna have any benefits to it. If you're broke and you're lazy and you're fat, am I gonna tell you, oh, you're a king, slay, you live in the best life? No, I'm gonna tell you, get the fuck up, go work, go to the gym. But instead, what he does is when someone's down and in the mud, he propagates it and he says, That's good, well done, well done. He's the best on the pitch, blah blah blah. Be honest. Again, I'll use the same thing I just said. If you look at I'm not saying, but if as I said, if you're a fat guy, you're living in a basement, you smoke weed 24/7, am I gonna tell you, you do well, you do you, king, you're the best you can ever be? No, I'm gonna be honest. And I'm gonna sit here and say you're a fat cunt. Get up, go to the gym, stop smoking weed, and get a fucking job. Because I'm gonna tell you the truth. That's what we need to be with our players. And people criticize me for it. And when I come out and I criticize Mendy, but it's the truth, right? And I'll be honest, some of this Kepa thing is quite funny to me. But I really want to see Kepa on this pitch because I said he's proven himself to come on the pitch. Keep honesty with your players. Johnny, I said I love what Johnny's doing. He's passionate about the players, but he has to be honest. Be honest. Realize when man has a bad game and how can he improve? Because when he's at that age, when he's young, criticism is the best thing that helps him. If you sit here and you see the guy, like look at Mendy, if you see him and the guy can't kick a ball straight, are we gonna sit here and say, yeah, go on the pitch, Mendy. That's fine. Oh no, you're a king, Mendy. You're a king. You won us a Champions League, Mendy. You're a king. You're a 10 out of 10. No, I'm gonna get Mendy. Get off the pitch, work on how to kick a ball, and come back. Fight for your place. And Mount has had none of that to prove that his expectation is way too high on these fans, and they just defend him. Same with Havertz. They defend him so much that there's no criticism to him, and there's no improvement. If they're that great, they're 10 out of 10. Where's his Ballon d'Or? Because no one in this Chelsea team is absolutely perfect. Everyone is shit in a way. Even Thiago Silva, everyone has their weaknesses. But we need to be honest and accept their weaknesses and propagate how they can improve on it. Vocal is to Johnny, you have a massive audience. Vocal, say it on stream, say it live. How can Mount improve? Because he's not perfect. Because I saw someone and he said, "Oh, Mount's our best creative player." Be honest, Johnny. He's not. He's not our honest player. And then people are gonna come and say, "Oh, you stand this, you stand that, blah 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 blah." Am I wrong for saying Mount can't create? No, Mason Mount cannot create. I would say Mount has some decent cross on him, but I'll say Mount needs a lot of improvement if he wants to become generational. I've said Mount's a bang average player in a horrible attack, right? I'll give him his props for playing out of position, but I don't think you should trust him to play in his natural position. So the point of this, guys, is be honest with your players. I respect what Johnny's doing. I respect what Chelsea fans are doing by supporting their players. I've always said, if there's a Mount or Saka debate and I see Johnny in there, I'm going to support Johnny because he's one of our own guys. We're all Chelsea fans. And I would support a Chelsea fan, in Chelsea times. Again, but you got to be honest where it counts. You got to be honest. And that's why I said Mount's expectation is at a level of here. And England in general propagate their fans and their players and they especially youngsters, the English youngsters, to have an expectation here. The bad part about that is when you have an expectation so high that they cannot achieve, it puts too much pressure, and in conclusion, they drop and they fail. Simple. Broke fatty. Yes, King. I know, guys. Come on. We're being like woke liberal girls, guys. Come on. That's what they do. Oh, you're a queen. Guys, if you want to see people like God or fat girls, comment section. You're queen, slay. Oh my god. Shut the fuck up, guys. We gotta be honest with our players. We gotta be like, man, we gotta be honest with our players. We gotta be honest with everyone. Friends man like a spoiled kid. Again, you can defend him, but be honest with him. Be honest. He just never criticized the guy. Oh, Mount was the best player on the pitch today. The guy made 4 touches. Oh, he's the best player on the pitch. Like, come on, we gotta be honest, guys. We got coach now. We got the coach in the house. Tuchel does not believe our academy graduate and is bad for Chelsea. Tuchel won the UCL. What does with those players? His wife got his tactics in the four. God. If something get to do, mate, I'm 5'9" and 75 kilos, and I bench 90 kilos. Mate, this is a large. I wore it today. I got a couple pictures, guys. Everyone came asking for pictures when I had this on. Someone clinical again. Another one. But I think that guy is doing it just for jokes. He knows deep down that Kai Havertz is shit. He knows deep down Kai Havertz is shit. He knows it. But I know Johnny has a lot of passion for this club. I know Johnny has good takes. Johnny's not like people say, "Oh, Johnny." No, Johnny has good takes. Johnny is a true fan, but he needs to be honest when it comes to Mount and Havertz. I think he's now adopting this Havertz agenda. Not sure. But big up to Daniel Knight. Big up to you, mate. Big up to you. Mendy has made too many mistakes. I would rather take a goal from a long shot with Kepa than Mendy do these stupid tricks. It makes the player, club manager, and fans look like a character from Sesame Street. You cannot use the young take. Exactly, he's 20. Fuck, man, he's 24. But yeah, big up to Daniel Knight. If Havertz or Mount does not have at least 10 goal assists by January, it's time to move on for them. Unfortunately, Mount will never leave. Like again, that's what happens when you have such a fan base around him. Like he's protected. Like it's hard. It's hard for him to leave. I don't think Mount leaves, but again, he needs to be criticized for his actions. I understand. I think he was the better attacker out of a bad bunch, but you're shit compared to garbage. Like you're still not that guy, pal. Blake, no, Gordon is not coming to Chelsea. But big up to you, Fernandez. He's not a perfect. On the topic of homosexuals, it is now noticed unlikely that a new midfielder will arrive at Stamford Bridge this summer. Thomas Tuchel is quite happy with that. He's already got. Instead, the Blues will go all in for Rice next summer. Another player Chelsea fans are not honest with, and he's not even a Chelsea player. Like, again, this is the reason why a lot of fans don't want English players. I'm not one of them, but a lot of fans don't want English players because of what the fans will react to them. But I've already made it very, very clear. I do not want Declan Rice at Chelsea. I don't want him. I think number one is way overpriced. And I don't know if you guys saw the interview where he said, I think I spoke about it yesterday, because, oh, this is the leader. This is the only thing I gave him props on, that he's a good captain. But even that, I'm writing that off. When he comes out and he says, oh, yeah, our expectation is not to win the league. Like, what? You are, as I said, as a fan, we can have those discussions, but you're a player on that fucking pitch. You better aim for that Premier League. Even if you're Southampton, that's your main aim, is to try and win the Premier League. Obviously, you're not going to win it, but you can't lie to you can't see like, guys. If the plane's crashing, are you going to tell? Is the pilot going to tell their, the people on the plane, yeah, now we're all going to die, or they're going to say, guys, don't worry, I'm going to get us through this. The captain will say, on the plane, the captain on the plane, the pilot will say, guys, don't worry, I'm going to get us through this. He's not going to say, guys, we're all going to die. I'm not going to, fuck it, I'm not going to try. This is embarrassing. I'll find this clip, guys. I found this utterly embarrassing, because I know one of our players did it. Oh, I know if Jorginho said that, I know for sure he will be getting absolutely battered. Let me see if I can find it. Again, guys, Kepa's staying as well, guys. If you guys didn't know, Kepa is actually staying. I don't want to really bring that news up today. I can't be bothered. We're gonna talk about him enough soon. Here it is. I'll bring this up for you guys. I want to bring this up, guys. I want to share this because I gave him high props for being a good captain, but I just don't see it anymore, man. Chrome tab. Hang on, guys. Bear with me. Guys, we got how many people got in here? We got 70 people in here, and we've got 40 likes. Let's get the 50 likes. Let's be simple, guys. Let's get the 50 likes right now, guys. Are you guys serious right now, bro? Serious right now? Oh, what the hell? Let's go and find it again. Fuck's sake. He's done it again. That Harry Kane. Oh my days, guys. It's taking me ages to get up. Far out. Sorry, bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Okay. Should be here, guys. Should be here. Ah, here we are.
It's tough to hear, because we're not Man City. Let's be real. We're not gonna win the Premier League. But what we've done the last 2 years is obviously the expectation of the fans. And we expect that of ourselves. Yeah. Also,
again, what he's technically said is, yeah, we're not gonna win the league. Yeah. What's the point of fucking playing the sport then? Go home. I don't know if it's a setup to so he can get kicked out. Again, he tries to be different. That's the thing with Declan. Declan Rice tries to be different. And I remember there was that Europa League thing when the ref was doing great for West Ham, and then the guy just comes at the end of the game and goes, "You fucking twat," to the ref or something. Like, starts swearing at him. You got fined, obviously, but just like he tried to be different in front of the cameras. He's not showing a leader. And I gave him props that he was a good leader. And I take it back now. So it's just shown nothing to join Chelsea. Ashwin says he's being realistic. If the plane is crashing, is the pilot gonna sit there and say, yeah, we're all gonna die? Or is the pilot gonna sit there and goes, we're gonna get through this, I'm gonna save us? The pilot's gonna sit there and go, I'm gonna save you. Ambulance. If you're dying and your heart's, you got shot and your heart and you go, am I gonna die? Is a paramedic gonna say, yeah, no, you're fucked, bro. No, you're clapped. Almans for dying, man. No, the paramedics gonna sit there and go, you'll be fine, we'll get you through this. But Declan Rice inherently says, yeah, no, we're not gonna win the Premier League. That's not an expectation. They want to be a top 6 club, but their expectation not to win the league. I've said, as fans, we can sit here and we can say that. We can see and we can say, yeah, that's not expectation. But as players on that pitch, I said it with. I remember Coach Chilla asked me that question, and when Thiago Silva came out a month ago and said we are going to win the league or we are aiming for the league, I said that is what he needs to say. He needs to say we're going to win the league because that's their aim. West Ham is part of a top 10 team where the chances of winning the league is higher than others. Their expectation should be trying to win the league. If you're Southampton, what's everyone there for? To try to aim to win the league. Some might not win it, some may never win it, but your aim is to win the league. If you come out and you say, yeah, we're not going to win the league because that's not the expectation, that's literally setting your club up for failure and telling your fans to not even bother watching the season. So that is an embarrassment. I get it, he's being realistic, but he's not being realistic in a situation where he needs to be. Again, West Ham, what? West Ham can win it. We don't know. Leicester had that 0.1 chance of winning it, and they won it. It's football. Hell, Chelsea can win it. I've said Chelsea aren't going to win it, but hell, they could win it. Like, he is real, but he needs to be. Yeah, he needs to be street smart. Like and especially as a captain, that gets the manager sacked. Yeah, pretty much. Like Lampard, not Lampard. Why did I say Lampard? Sorry, I didn't mean to say Lampard. Who did that? I think Maguire did that, or De Gea did that for Oli, or someone did it for Oli. Bruno, I think. Bruno. Do you expect Nottingham to win the league then? Yeah, they have a chance. They're in this cup competition to aim to win the league. Right? They may not win it, but they have a chance to. Every team in this tournament, the Premier League, has a chance of winning it. Some higher and lower than expected. But as a captain, you do not come out to your fans and say, yeah, we've lost the game. As I said, guys, is a pilot going to come to the plane and say, yeah, no, we're going to crash and die, our guys, our mans? Or is a pilot going to say, I'm going to get us through this? Again, yes, he's being realistic, but as a captain, you cannot be realistic. Again, it's not even realistic. Like, they can win the Premier League. There's a chance they can win it. But saying that is not a good look. It's not a good look, especially as a captain. With who's Raf? Oh, Rafinha, Kunde against City. I didn't watch. I only saw Aubameyang. I saw Christina a bit. I didn't really focus on Kunde, to be honest. I didn't want to. Hope he flops. Got Castle from Uganda. Be up to Castle from Uganda. Hope you are well. But yeah, let's get away from this news, guys. We're gonna wrap it up in 20 minutes. I want to get through the Leicester preview. They were shite. Good to hear. Hopefully he leaves and comes to join Chelsea. You just serious right now, bro? Serious right now, bro? All right, let's go Leicester, guys. Leicester preview time. Let's end this poll. What's the vote? 70% said Gordon. Zach is a better signing than Gordon. All right, let's say. I want to get this one, guys, because this is the kind of the biggest talking point here, guys. I'm gonna put the poll in now, and you guys are gonna vote multiple times. Oh, jeez, who's that bad then? Oh. But yeah, guys, vote in that poll, guys. Kepa Arrizabalaga or Edouard Mendy. Also, guys, Marcus Alonso is looking like he's staying at Chelsea as well. So we can't get rid of this guy, man. We cannot get rid of him. But I don't want to really discuss that because we got a lot to talk about already. In goals, guys, Edouard Mendy or Kepa Arrizabalaga. You guys already know how I'm picking him. You guys already know how I'm picking. Shit. This guy is starting in goals. No doubt about it. Edouard Mendy, SND, is not starting. He needs to be humbled, my man. Like the US. I like us chances against. I like the US chances against the UK in the World Cup. Bunch of overpaid peoples in England scored. Hey, that's gonna be exciting. Football versus soccer. Kepa. Be able to who as well. Be able to roll just so join, man. Kepa for me, instant start. Mendy, I've made it very clear, needs to get humbled. This guy thinks he's that. The guy thinks he's him. The guy's not him. The guy's not him. If you want Mendy, guys, why do you want Mendy? Mendy has proven nothing to be in this lineup, guys. Nothing. Actually, I'll tell you what he's shown. He's shown that he could not kick a ball. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll go in the chat, guys. I'll be back in a second, guys. Why do you want Mendy? Why do you want Kepa? Explain. All right. Mendy or Kepa, guys. What are we saying? Because Kepa has not conceded under Tuchel. I think he has, but like he's played 6 Premier League games, done very well in them. He deserves to start. Kepa ain't him. Didn't stop a single penalty shoot, and was supposed to be. He didn't stop a penalty shoot, and that he was supposed to be his specialty. I mean, he's won the most penalties as a Chelsea player ever. So again, people say that he skied the ball. Mendy can't kick a ball. So what's the difference there? But I gotta go in like 5 minutes. Let's quickly go through this. Right centre back. I'm going to have to put. I don't want to see Reece here, so I'm going to have to put Aspie. Looks like Chalobah's leaving. I'm going to have to put Aspie here. In the middle, stock standard, Thiago. Mendy's more reliable for us, but Mendy's again. I've said this, guys. We're in a new season, right? Managers are going to tell their players to press the hell out of Mendy. I said Everton tried to do it. Everton weren't good enough, right? Spurs didn't do it because they're not a pressing team. Leeds were our pressing team, did it, and they succeeded. Leicester, Jamie Vardy, Perez. Who's the other guy? Fucking who's the other guy? Perez and Barnes. Think Barnes, yeah. If they're a press, I don't know if Leicester pressing side, but if they're pressing side, Erwan Mendy will get figured out. And I think he already has. I think last season they've already said, bro, press Mendy. Well, like guy can't use his feet, guys. Like he can't handle pressure. It's not a trait. Oh, why do I keep writing Babby? It's not a trait you want to have. Two midfielders. Now Kovacic is back, but will I force him in this game? I won't do it. I can't. I can't rely on him getting injured. So Jorginho here. Honestly speaking, honestly speaking, I'm putting fucking Chuk Ewemeka. Is he in this? Chuk where Chuk the FIFA card? Chukwuemeka. I'm putting him in here. I'll be honest with you. Oh yeah, no Koulibaly. I just remembered. Oh shit, yeah, I remembered. I forgot. Guys, guys, I just realized I completely forgot. That means fuck it. We have to do it. I've been waiting for this. Oh my god, how fucking what's his name? Cucurella. Joel. Games. Bit of a lacking center backside, but this would be my preferred options, to be honest with you guys. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep Aspie. Again, we kept Aspie. We fucking can play him against Tottenham, Leicester. This will be my lineup. I will start Chukwuemeka. I don't care because Gallagher cannot play in double six. Loftus-Cheek cannot play in double six. Again, he won't do this, but this will be my preferred. Loftus-Cheek cannot play in double six. Amadou, I don't know where the fuck he is. He's ass. Kante's gone. Kovacic is gone. That's 5 players gone. I will start Chukwuemeka. Bro, I don't care. This will be my lineup. We need Kevin next game for what? What's the next game? Koulibaly. We're getting torched out there. Yeah. Honestly, who don't think Mendy saw Harrison coming? Are you serious right now? But I mean, Mendy saw the guy and he decided to take him on. Mendy thought he was him, man. Mendy thought he was him. Yeah. Again, I will take this as a game of opportunity. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is a bit. He's cleared for the game, but will I risk it? I think but I think we have to. I don't know because I don't want him to come and then he just gets injured. Fuck it. I think I don't know. Maybe this game we play because who we play next? We got West Ham, Southampton on Wednesday. Oh, we're playing mid game. What are we playing? Oh, we're playing Prem on a Wednesday. Back to these ones. Shit. So we're going back to 2 games a week. All right. I'll start cover here and then we'll rest him for the next one. Start cover here and rest for the next one. Unai Simone. Yeah, I think it's okay, but we already got him. We already got the Spanish number 1 keeper, mate. We don't need him. We got Spanish number 1 keeper right here. Good choice with Broja was good. Oh yeah, I already read that. I said this is a game of opportunities, guys. I'm sorry, but there's just so many players who haven't deserved to start. Where Broja start. If Kovacic is fit, Kovacic starts. If not, Chukwuemeka. Mendy's ass. Arsendi kept her in. Actually plays Cooker and J. Probably James Moore is better offensively. Yeah, I've said Cucurella played a whole season at Brighton as a left centre back. He can do the job, right? Maybe not for 40 games, but he can do the job. In a game like this, I would rather start Chilwell and Cucurella, right, than have Cucurella here, Aspie here, Reece here, Loftus-Cheek. I would rather. I don't want this. This is rubbish. I'd rather have this. This is much better compared to what we had before. Oh, wait. Much better offensively. We've got Chilwell, who's still a good player. Cucurella, who can fill in that spot. He can do the job. He can do it. He did a whole season there. We've got Aspie here as well. Now, it's not our strongest. I would rather have a actual centre back here because I would classify Cucurella as more of a centre back than Paqueta. But that's fine. Other than this, still a good lineup. Broja starts for me because Havertz is shit. Havertz doesn't deserve to be in the starting lineup. I would say the same for Mount. But who would I start? I think Ziyech is off. I think Pulisic is unmotivated. I don't know who else to put. Wait, what time is Lippin starting? I just realized that. Have you? No, I've not seen this player. No, not seen player. I reckon Simon. Maybe. But why would we go spend 40 million for a keeper when we already have the number 1 Spanish keeper at home? There's no point. There's no point going for Simone when we already have Kepa here. There's literally no point. But Gallagher for Mount. Mohammed, I've said that, Mohammed. I want Gallagher to replace Mount for a couple of games to see how he does. But again, Gallagher's been shit as well. I want to see if Gallagher can play in that Mount role. I will keep him there. If he can't play, sell Gallagher. Mickey from Wolf. You guys just naming players. I have no clue who any of these guys are. Um, yeah, that is a mouthful. Kivicha Kvatek Shutkevila. You think I've heard that guy? Oh my days. Oh my days, guys. You guys need guys, Kepa. He's him, man. He's here. And guys, again, he has to prove himself, man. He has to prove himself because Kepa comes in this game. What if Kepa does well? We have good competition. That's what I want. I've said it, guys. I've said it multiple times. People like to twist out my words. I said it. Kepa's not coming in to replace Mendy. He's coming in to show discipline and compete with Mendy. Competition is what makes people thrive. We've seen that. If you've ever watched football in your fucking life, if you've ever played it, competition is what makes people thrive. That's why Mount flopped. That's why Havertz has flopped. That's why Mendy's flopped. No competition leads to a drop in form because it leads to unmotivation to progress yourself. If you know someone's going to take your place and you really, really, really love this club, that's why Kepa has transformed himself. Remember under Lampard, how shit he was under Lampard, right? Look at him now. He's transitioned, right? Oh, breaking news. Players can become good again. Like, players can have a redemption. He was fantastic under Sarri. He's not worth 80 million, but he's done very, very, very well for us. And he deserves a start. Guys, 5 likes off 50. Let's get this likes up count now. He'll ball out. Yeah, I've never seen him. I mean, it's a good eye to keep for when they play Napoli in the UCL. I'll keep an eye out for him. But god damn, that is a very difficult name to think. But again, Tuchel has a big decision to make, guys. Tuchel has a massive decision to make. He's seen Mendy flop. We've lost Koulibaly. He's seen Mount and Havertz do shit. See, Kovacic is not 100%. Aspie is not the best of players. He's got so much to think about here. And I really wonder how he takes this. I'm gonna finish work as soon as the game starts. I'm gonna rush home. I'm scrolling through that fucking lineup because if I don't see Kepa in that lineup, guys, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be fuck. Guys, Kepa needs to start in that lineup. He must. He must start. I don't care what anyone says, guys. He must start. Well, guys, I'm telling you guys, if Mendy starts, Mendy might have an bang average game. Right? And this is the same cycle. It's the same cycle. Mendy makes a mistake, does shit, then it comes for a couple games, bang average, makes a mistake again. And then people come back, they talk about it, Mendy starts again, people forget about it, and the cycle goes on and on and on and on. It's the same cycle, guys. And this cycle needs to change. Guys, last thoughts, guys, before we wrap up, guys. I want everyone's final thoughts on Chelsea versus Leicester. What are we all saying? Yeah, and again, we got 5 subs. I would definitely not play Kovacic for 90 minutes. I would put Chukwuemeka maybe on. I would give a lot of players time, and Tuchel needs to make his substitutes much quicker. It's too long. It's way too long. It's again, a lot of people are going to debate it because of Mendy, but he's been reliable, this and that. Mendy's rubbish. He's not a world class keeper. We have to use what we have. The window's shut for keepers. It's shut. Bad luck. We've missed out. Let's use what we got, and we can see Kepa thrive. We just need to give him that chance. We should have done it last season. The manager didn't, and I'm not going to criticize the manager, but I'm going to question the manager, and I'm going to say why didn't he do it? So let's see how he can progress when he starts. Because I've said it. If he starts, he will thrive, guys. He will thrive. But yeah, guys, I think that wraps up today, guys. I think that's all. I'm just seeing if there's any breaking news before we wrap up. I think that's all, guys. I gotta jump on to Nip and Show, guys. So go to this link and say that I sent you. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be on Nip and we'll be discussing Leicester in more brief. Big up to VJ, just joined. Lateness is greatness. Big up to you, VJ. Hope you have been doing very well. This is my lineup for Leicester. I want to know your thoughts and feelings on a VJ. But yeah, I'm going to go to Nippins, guys. So click that link. Say I sent you guys. Say I sent you. Like his streams. And I'm gonna, guys. I'll be back. Fuck, when am I back? Sunday? No, I can't do Sunday. I'm working. Back Monday. Monday, guys. Monday, 10 a.m. I'll be back. I will talk Leicester on Monday. So stay tuned for that. We'll talk transfer / Leicester. Stay tuned for that, guys. I'm gonna go live on Nippin's show. Say I sent you guys there, so he knows. And yeah, I will, guys. Final words, guys. Final words. Kepa in. Kepa in. Be up to everyone. See you next stream. Bye.
Tic tac. Tic tac. Tic tac.